You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven. Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
Welcome back to the channel. This is Pablo Crow, and like always, super bullish on crypto, super bullish on Volt. As you guys know, it's been an awesome day today for Volt. I mean, think about everything that's been happening with it. You know, we bottomed out around 14 million, and we've been, slowly climbing back up. So that right there is a bullish sentiment, because it's always so hard to find the floor of a major correction. It's always hard, okay? But, once you find it, once you know the floor is in, then you can, stack up some blue chips. You can stack up. And that, to me, it's the most bullish thing, because I've done the whole bear market, bull market thing. This is going to be my third time, right? I've done it a couple of times before. And it always happens the same way. Okay, it's very, very similar. This time is like a, how would I want to say it? It's like a supercharge, okay, than it was from the last couple. But they do have something very, very similar, okay. And the most similarities thing that I noticed in the last couple of runs was that, when Bitcoin had that 80-90% correction or whatever it was, once it bottoms out, it never bottoms out again, right? So it drops, whether it's 70 to 90%, whatever the hell it is in that bull run. And when it finds the floor, it starts climbing back up, right? And then you'll never get that floor again. It's gone. Like, it's gone forever. Like, Bitcoin might come down to 26, 27,000, but the odds of it coming back down to 15,000 is like the world would have to end. Like, it would have, some shit would have to happen, right? So when you look at a low cap gem like Volt, right? You saw Volt run bunch of times to 20 million, dump, bunch of times to 50 million, dump, bunch of times to 100 million, dump, once or twice up to 250 million, dump, right? So That happens in the early stages of a good quality crypto. And that's kind of where Volt is today. It's like that stage, right? Where a lot of people came, they made some money, they were happy, they ran off and lost it somewhere else. They probably bought the last 5x tokens, the last 30 Pepe tokens, the last 50 Pepe Killer tokens, right? And the 30, 50, 3.0s, 2.0s, 1.50s, and whatever the hell they bought, all the money they made in Volt, they went and lost it somewhere else, right? And that happens literally in every freaking market. It always happens like that. You know, people make some good money and they leave that good project and they run somewhere else and they lose it all. That's like the gambling mentality, right? You're in Vegas, boom, you put $1 in a machine, fucker gives you like 20 grand. You're like, woohoo. And then they come to you and then they tell you, hey man, you want a room? We can give you a buffet, we can give you a free show, we can give you all these things. Everything sounds fucking beautiful. You're like, you know, drinking Bloody Marys. You're over there having a moment, blah, blah, blah. You're like, fuck it, give me a room. I'm winning anyways. Give me a fucking room. You sit there, 1 Bloody Mary, 2 Bloody Mary, 3 Bloody Mary. And next thing you know, you fucking got 10 of them bastards in your system. You're over there gambling like a jackass and you lose all your fucking money. But on a good note, you have somewhere to sleep. Right? And that's kind of what happens in these scenarios. People make money in a good quality project and then they leave it. Why? Because they think that's it. They think that the project has maxed out. It has no no future. But see, they don't understand how the markets work. They don't understand, right? Every great project has a pump. Think about Ethereum, right? Think about how Ethereum came down to $700, right? And then it bounced back to like 22, 2300, whatever the bounce back was. Boom. Everybody was buying at $2,000. Fuck, they were bullish thinking that was it, right? And then it came back down to like 14, 1500, right? So those big swings happen with great projects all the time. With Ethereum, it's in the billions, You saw Dogecoin go up 30, 50% in the billions and then come back down and dump 30, 50% in the billions, right? So what you see here with Volt, it's the same thing, but it's like supercharged. It's like it happens more because it's so low in market cap, right? A token that runs to 100, 200 million can easily back down to 20 million and then bounce back to 500 million, easy bounce back to 100 million and then go straight to a billion, right? That can happen with the low cap gem. Those big swings are so normal, right? And the people that stick around long enough, they'll watch it go up, will watch it come down, buy some more, watch it go up, watch it come down, buy some more. And they do that over and over and over and over and over. And then the bull market comes. And guess what? When the token runs, it's a bull market. There ain't no going back. Okay. There ain't like, oh, it's only going to pump to 100 million, Pablo, and then it'll collapse. Fuck no. Not in the bull markets, fools. Not in the bull market. Every fucking token is going to run. But you know what? The ones that are really going to run are the ones that already ran in the past, that already had a nice little boost in the bear market, that already done a few other things. Because what happened is a lot of people bought at launch and they exit their position. So right now, what you have today with Volt is something that you had in the early stages with Polygon, with Crow, with VeChain. You know, people made money real quick and then they sold, and then new investors came in and took their position. Now, when a new investor comes in and the market cap is now 15, 20 million versus like when I came in and the market cap was like 100K, 200K, you see the gap right there, right? So all the people that got in when I got in, they slowly exited to where we are today. Most of them are gone, right? So now everybody here at the 15, 20 million, they're new whales. So what's going to happen is these new whales that you have today are the ones that are going to ride this shit to billions. They're going to ride it to billions. Why? Because they're going to have their moment in the middle of the bull run, right? in the middle of the bull run. So when you have your moment in the middle of the bull run, all you see is fucking green. All you see is God candles. All you see is pumps, right? And that's exactly what's happening right now. Today, with Volt Enium, new fucking wells are being created. And most of you don't even know that you're going to be a well. Most of you are still like thinking like bear market. I never had a real run. I'm over here just, Pablo says, accumulate. A lot of these guys that made money say accumulate. So I'm over here fucking accumulating. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But fuck, all I see is 387 projects that launched in the last 90 days. They all fucking rug. We had fucking Raccoon launch like 3 or 4 of them. They rug. We had fucking all these other guys that launched projects. They rug. We had all these honeypots. They fucking stole people's money. We had all this shit happen. And I'm over here buying fucking Volt. And I'm just like, fuck it, whatever, man. Fuck all that. I'm going to fucking stay over here. And I'm just going to fucking every paycheck, I'm going to accumulate. And then before you know it, fucking bull run comes. Volt is running. And when you think that's the top, you fucked up. Because the fucker's going to keep going. And then when you think that's the top again, guess what? You fucked up again. Because this is a super cycle, okay? You're not going to predict the top. You're not going to. Look, think about this, okay? Last cycle, we saw Bitcoin hit 1 trillion, okay? In market cap. 1 trillion by itself. By itself, it hit 1 trillion. What are you going to do if this cycle you got Ethereum that hits 1 trillion, you got Cardano that hits 1 trillion, you got Binance that hits 1 trillion, you got Bitcoin that alone hits like 3-4 trillion, right? What do you think is going to happen to the rest of the blue chips? What do you think is going to happen to the rest of the blue chips? 50 billion, 100 billion, 500 billion, 300 billion, 200 billion, all that is going to be normal. It's going to be okay. Because Bitcoin is going to be at a 3 trillion market cap, and you're going to have Ethereum and all the top dogs at the 1 trillion market cap. So when you really think about a fucking baby blue chip going to a 50, 100 billion, it's like, it's possible. It's doable. It's not unrealistic. See, right now you're looking at Binance and Ethereum sitting at 200 billion. You're like, oh, fuck, Pablo, 50 billion for Volt? That's like 25% of Ethereum. And I'm like, yeah. But I'm saying that in the bull run when Ethereum's going to be sitting at 1 trillion. Now think about it. 1 trillion at 1 trillion. Volt at 50 to 100 billion. That's only 5-10%. Come on. You really don't think that's possible. And then you really start to think about it. And then you start to think about it. And you're like, how is that going to happen? How is that even possible? Well, let's put it into perspective, right? We go back in time to 2020. What the fuck was going on in the news in 2020? Not a goddamn thing, okay? The only ones that were really buying crypto were the OGs like myself. They were just like, they got wrecked on the previous fucking bull run, so they knew what to do on this last bear market, right? So they knew what to do. They knew accumulation was key. So when then 2021 kicked in, boom, we made fucking money because we understood the game. But this time's a lot different because this time crypto is very well known across social media. Okay, you got fucking Elon Musk. They changed the logo of the fucking Twitter for Dogecoin for a day. Okay. You know how many millions and millions and millions and millions of people saw that one day? That don't even follow crypto. They're not even involved. But for one day, all they saw was fucking Dogecoin. Program in their fucking head. Boom, right? And all of a sudden, Elon launches X, right? And now everybody's like launching all these fucking X tokens. There's like 10 of them. Right? But that's not the point. The point is that it became a thing where people kept wondering is Elon going to accept crypto on Twitter? Is Elon going to pay with crypto on Twitter? So all these things start happening. What if you're a fitness influencer? Think about this, guys. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to really visualize the future of this upcoming bull market. What if you're a fitness trainer? You have your daily videos of push-ups. You have your fucking juice, carrots, fucking mangoes. Throw some fucking mangoes in there. You got all kinds of shit, and you have your little fucking following of 200K people that watch you, and all this shit happens, and boom, all of a sudden your ass got paid in Dogecoin. Like, what the fuck? Dogecoin? I don't even know I don't even buy crypto. Doesn't matter. Elon wants to pay you in fucking Dogecoin. Guess what? Now that fucking fitness trainer is involved in cryptocurrency. You have somebody else that teaches makeup, that does all these things, and boom, gets paid in Dogecoin, right? Gets paid in Ethereum, right? Gets paid in Bitcoin. Whatever Elon decides to do, maybe his own currency, who fucking knows? But the fact is that this is going to happen during the bull run, right? All this shit is going to happen during the bull run. November comes, you're going to have the US elections. All candidates are going to be pushing adoption of cryptocurrency. Boom, that's never been done before. It has never, ever, ever, ever been done before, right? Now you got other countries like El Salvador having Miss Bitcoin, Miss Universe Bitcoin, right? Like, what the fuck? We got Miss Universe Bitcoin. Bitcoin City, talking about how Bitcoin is fixing their country, how Bitcoin is doing this, how Bitcoin is doing that. You have adoption. You got all these things happening in other countries. You got countries coming together to have Bitcoin meetings. You have the US government trying to launch a cryptocurrency. You have all these things that were not here in 2020. Do you understand? Do you see where I'm going with me? So for you to take profits in a market today, I'm going to tell you, you're a fucking idiot, okay? Because you think what you made is money, but you gave up real fucking money. You understand? You take your 5, 10, 20 little K right now. That 520K could have been 2, 3, 4, 5 million in the bull market. See what I'm saying? So you took your profits. Trust me, you done well. Fuck, man. These guys that teach profits, they're all like, I don't know, fucking doing jalapeno burger commercials, and they're fucking, moving because it's too expensive. They're over there fucking hibernating. I don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. All I know is they take profits, and then the fuckers go bankrupt. So that doesn't work. So obviously taking profits, there's a right time and a wrong time to take profits, right? The right time, bull market. Hello, ding, 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 ding. Okay, think about this. You can list on Binance today and get a 5 to 10x, or you can list on Binance in the bull run and get 100x. Let's say you're sitting at a market cap of 100 million, and you do 100x from there. Holy baby Jesus, Raptor, Bible, Lord. Amazing. Amazing. You just went from 100 million market cap to freaking 10 billion. Like that. Boom. Binance bullish, right? But in the bear market, you list at 100 million in Binance, and boom, you pump to like 6, 7, 800 million. That's it. You're 7, 8x. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. I hope you had like 20,000 in that bitch, because you just turned 20,000 to 100 and something K. Oh shit, price impact. Oh shit, Uniswap takes money. Oh shit, the fucking developer takes a percentage. Oh shit, never mind, you only made $80,000. Congratulations. That shit happens in the bull run, you would have made like $800,000, 8 million. Who fucking knows? You get what I'm saying? It's all about timing. It's all about the right time. Okay, think about anything you do in life. Water, Fiji, right? Think about this. I drink a fucking gallon of water and then I run a mile. I'm gonna fucking die, right? It's not, you don't drink the water before you go on a fucking mile run. Okay? You drink the water after you get the mile completed. See what I'm saying? Same scenario, two different events, right? Drink the water before you run, or drink the water after you run. See? How you gonna win? How you gonna win? Same shit. Same shit. Do you understand? You ever heard the saying? Taylor says, I'm down 65% with my Volt, but don't care. I know what it is. You know what? You need to double up. That's what you need to do, Trey Taylor. double up. If you're down 65%, you need to double up, because this shit pumps 30%. You're up. You're already broken even. See what I'm saying? You don't have to wait for a full 65%. Anytime you come down, you double up. That's the rule. If you believe in a cryptocurrency, you double up. If you believe in a project, you double up. And that's what you need to focus on. So, see what I'm saying with this, guys? See what I'm saying with this? It's the same scenario. You're drinking fucking water, but you got to drink at the right time. If you drink at the wrong time, you're going to fuck up the race. You're going to fuck up your stamina, your adrenaline, your speed. You're going to fuck it all up. That same thing happens in cryptocurrency. A lot of these fuckers, they get all excited. They make a few little bucks, blah, blah, blah. They take their money. They think they're fucking kings of a pile of shit, and they think they can jump to the next project and do it all over again. Well, guess what? It doesn't work like that, right? Just because you made it in Volt doesn't mean you're going to make it in Raptor Jesus. That shit's garbage, right? So go in that direction, you fucked up, okay? Think about this. You made it in Volt. You jump to a project that's supposed to replace Bitcoin. First of all, nothing's ever going to replace fucking Bitcoin. Bitcoin is fucking Bitcoin, right? There's no other Bitcoin. There's only one, right? So when you jump into a big project like that and you put all your money over there and then you get fucking destroyed, well, guess what? You didn't make it in Volt because you're skillful. You made it in Volt because there's people in the project pushing the project that have skills. They have done this a million fucking times. That's why you made money. See what I'm saying? So when you jump ships, you need to make sure that the team you're jumping ships to has either the same caliber of experience, the same level of fucking wells, the same level of support, and another fucking Voltoshi. Now, if all those check marks don't fucking fit, then guess what? You're going into the wrong project. It's like it's like leaving your wife for a hooker. Think about that. You left this amazing woman that took care of your kids, that fed you, that clothed you, that fucking did everything for you, and you fucking left her for a hooker. That's literally what's going on. So treat your investment like you would treat your life, okay? You cherish it, you take care of it, you pamper it, you baby it, because when the time comes, I'm telling you, fucking Volt is going to make a shit ton of money for people like you. Regular, basic people like us that grow up, barely fucking finish high school. We went out, got a fucking construction job, and we got a job at a school district, that whatever the fuck you're doing. Food restaurant, doesn't matter. The fact is, you're here today. You're here before the bull run. You have an opportunity. Now, what the fuck you do with that opportunity, that's on you. Look, with the money I have in Volt today, Volt does a fucking 10x. I made a lot of fucking money, okay? This project's not for me, okay? I got money in other projects like VeChain, ADA. I got a couple other Arbitron projects. Those fuckers do a 10x. I make millions, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I have enough money in like multiple projects that any of these fuckers do a 10x, I made millions. Why? Because last cycle, I bought Crow and I held that fucker for 100 plus X, right? That's what I'm telling you. Volt needs to be your Crow. Volt needs to be your Crow, okay? There's a lot of people in Crow that made more money than me. There's a lot. But what I made in Crow changed my life. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to make a shit ton of money in Volt. But you need to focus on your portfolio. You need to focus on your investment. What is it going to do for you? Okay? Do you need 100x? Do you need 1,000x? Do you need gazillionaire X? That's something that you need to focus on. A lot of people ask me all the time, Pablo, is 5 billion enough? Is 10 billion enough? Is 3 billion enough? I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell all of you this. If you ask that question, it's not enough. Straight up. If you have to ask the question, is my wallet enough? Then I'm going to tell you it's not. Okay? Because You're trying to do the bare minimum to get the maximum, okay? And when you do the bare minimum, that's like saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going 100% fitness. No more bullshit. I'm going to do 2 push-ups a fucking day. 2. Because the fitness guy says 2 is better than nothing. And then 6 months go by, a year goes by. Fuck, I only doing 2 fucking push-ups. No wonder you don't see no fucking results, dickhead. You got to do more than 2 push-ups. So you always got to push yourself, okay? There's people that told me a year ago, Pablo, I can only afford 10 billion. Okay, buy every week. Now the fuckers are sitting on 50 billion, 80 billion. There you go. Now you have 80 fucking billion. You were asking me if 10 billion was enough, and now you got 80 billion fucking tokens. And I was like, see, you did absolutely nothing different. Your life, you didn't sacrifice much. You kept going on every day. You kept going to fucking work. You kept taking out your wife for dinner. You kept doing regular shit, and you're sitting at 80 billion fucking tokens. Why? Because you did what real investors do. Slowly accumulate over time. Now hurry up and pump it so I can dump it. That's not crypto. Okay? Accumulation over time, over time, over time, over time sets you fucking free. That's it. That's it. Like, think about this, okay? I see influencers do this too. They fuck up. They're all fucked up, okay? They buy a bag of whatever crypto they believe in, okay? WAGMI, for example, okay? They buy a bag. Fucking a year later, they still have the same size bag. A fucking year. What the fuck you been doing for a whole year? Like, you could have been accumulating. You could have had 5 times your bag in that 12-month period. Fuck, you could have had 10 times the amount of fucking tokens that you had a year ago. See? And then you know what happens? They end up needing money. They jeet the fuck out. They travel across country. And then 3 days later, the token goes parabolic. Well, there you go. You fucked up again. Story of your life. 2 push-ups a day. That's the reality of investing. That is literally the reality of investing. A lot of people fuck it all up. They really, truly fuck it all up. Think about this. Let's say you bought Volt at 100 million. You bought Volt at 50 million. You bought Volt at 75 million. You bought Volt at 15 million. You bought Volt at 20 million. You bought Volt at 35 million. You bought Volt at 17 million. All that shit adds up. Because 1, you don't know what the bottom is. And you don't know what the top's going to be. So if you don't know the bottom and you don't know the top, how the fuck are you going to catch either one? How? You're not, right? So what you do, if you believe in the project, you use that little window and you accumulate in that window, up and down, up and down, up and down. Whenever you see an opportunity, up and down, up and down, up and down. When I was buying Crow, I'm telling you this, when I was buying Crow, the first thing I did, I cashed out my fucking 401k because I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to be here till I'm fucking 68 working my life away for the stupid ass 401k. So I said, fuck the 401k. I'm going to become fucking wealthy. That's what I'm going to do. Fuck the 401k. That was what I did. I said, fuck the 401k. So I invested my 401k into Crow. Okay. Then every week I would add to my position. I didn't care if it was at a penny. I didn't care if it was below a penny. I didn't care if it was at 2 pennies. I didn't give a shit if it was at 5 pennies. I didn't give a shit if it was at 3 pennies. I didn't give a shit. I had a fucking plan. I said, I know the bull market's coming somewhere in 2021. I know that. Okay. It's 2020. I have all fucking year to add to my position. So that's what I did. I added all fucking year, all year to my Crow bag. Every fucking week. Every week. There was times I didn't have no fucking money because I had to fucking commit to something. You have to commit to something. So I committed to my crow bag and said, all right, every fucking week, I'm buying $300 to $500 every fucking week. Minimum 3, high 5 every week. And that's what I did every week. $300, $300, $300, $300, $300. Before you knew it, I had a fucking massive bag. And before you knew it, it turned into a bigger, massive bag, right? So think about this. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of fucking homework. I have G 3.0 dump on Wag Me bag. Jeez. Telling you. The thing is, he dumped the absolute floor. He didn't even dump when it pumped. He dumped the bottom of the bottom. Like literally scraping shit on the floor. So it was terrible. So I'm going to give you guys a little homework. Okay. You guys know that the Bitcoin halving is happening somewhere around April. Okay. So we got what? 6 months? Wait, we got 4 months. Shit, we got like 8 months. We got like 8 months, 8, 9 months, something like that. Okay. I want you to give yourself a goal for the next 9 months. Okay. I want you to pick, I would say just one if you're broke, but if you have money to go around, at least 2 to 3 cryptos. I wouldn't do more than 3. Okay. Not in your position. Okay. But honestly, I would just focus on 1 or 2. That's what I would do. If I was sitting on less than $50,000, I would focus on 2 cryptos at the most. Okay. If you want to go all in on one, fuck it. I did. It worked out for me, but that's on you. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to write down a plan. Okay. I'm not going to fucking pull up a chart and tell you it's up, it's down. None of that shit. Those influencers are trash. They don't teach you nothing. They're fucking garbage. They're useless. Okay. I don't need to show you that the vote is up. You already know if it's up. I don't need to show you if it's down. You already fucking know it's down. Like, you're not stupid. Okay. You already know how to look at a chart. Okay. What I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you tools on how to fucking get this shit done so you can be wealthy. Okay. Because if I'm going to break 1,000 millionaires, you all fuckers got to get on the same page. Okay. I want you to give yourself a 30-day plan for investing. 30 days. Okay. If you get paid weekly, if you get paid bi-weekly, whatever. I want you to figure out all your expenses, rent, food, all this shit. Figure out your expenses. Figure out where some of your money's going that it shouldn't be going. Like fucking Starbucks. Your ass don't need Starbucks. Your ass is broke. You can't afford Starbucks. Starbucks is for people that have money. You don't have money. $4 or $5 a day, that shit adds up. Okay. All these things. I want you to figure out how much extra money you really have outside of your weekly bills, your monthly bills. Okay. And then after you figure that out, I want you to set a plan on how much you're going to invest per paycheck. Okay. You can use this technique anywhere. Okay. Preferably in Volt, but you can use it anywhere. I don't give a shit. I just want you to win. Okay. Write it down. If you have an average of $600 a month extra that goes to nothing, okay. You sacrifice your energy drinks. Fuck the energy drink. Fucking sleep better. Eat better. Okay. Fuck that. Okay. You can't afford an energy drink. You can't afford a fucking coffee. Okay. That right there is $10 a day. Times it by 30. That's $300 a fucking month. You're fucking up. You're fucking up. Okay. You want to be rich? That's how you do it. Okay. Now you have a budget. $300 to $600 a month. $1,000 a month, whatever the fuck it is. And I want you to fucking plan on investing every paycheck that percentage without looking at the fucking chart. Okay. It's up, it's down, it's up. Doesn't fucking matter. Okay. Focus on your weekly investment. Focus on your monthly investment. That's all you got to focus on. Okay. And then when 2024 comes, January, April, March, you're going to see the whole market shift. You're going to see the whole market shift because the Bitcoin halving is coming. Okay. You're going to see the biggest FOMO in the market you've probably ever seen ever. Okay. A lot of people are going to start FOMOing like crazy. Now, this is what you got to do. That right there is your signal to watch the market. now you got to watch the market. What is the market going to do? Okay, because if the market's doing, if Bitcoin does a 10x like that, and it goes to 200,000, that's it, right? Holy shit, it could, or it could be a slowly climb for the rest of the year, the rest of 2024. Now, depending on those two scenarios, okay, you're gonna have the instant pump or you're gonna have the slow pump, whichever happens. Okay, you need to make a decision right then and there. Have I accumulated enough? Do I hold enough cryptos to just ride the wave? Because there's going to get the point in your crypto investment when you no longer have to buy crypto. You're done. Okay, that's the bull market. And the bull market, you just wait. You just wait for your targets. Let's say you have Volt. You're sitting. My target is 50 billion. Okay, all right. How much profits are you taking at 50 billion? My target is 100 billion. Okay, how much profits are you taking at 100 billion? So now you're waiting for to hit your targets. 20% of this market cap, another 25% of this market cap, 60% of this market cap, 80% of this market cap. When I get to this market cap, I should be about 90% out. And the 10% is for the longevity of who knows what's going to happen, right? So you have to set yourself targets. But see, in order to set yourself bull market targets, you need to set yourself bear market targets, right? Like for me, I had my VeChain target, I had my ADA target, I had my Volt target, and then there was a couple other targets that I don't really want to mention because they're so high risk, okay? But I'm okay. I can lose that money. I don't care. What I'm saying is you have to have your bear market targets. When you have your bear market targets, focus on that. Don't worry about when bull market. Don't worry about when Volti-Eco. Don't worry about when Voltiflex. Don't worry about when this, when that, because none of that shit is going to set you free, okay? All that are just stepping stones of freedom. They're not full freedom. They're stepping stones, okay? Volti-Eco, stepping stone. Voltiflex, stepping stone. Updates on Volti-Chain, stepping stones. Update on this, stepping stone. They're all stepping stones to the real finale. Think about it like a fireworks show where you got pew, pew, all these little fucking fireworks, doo, 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 doo. And then at the very end, poof, they blow the fuck up and you're like, oh shit, I waited all fucking night for this. Oh, fuck. That right there is a super cycle, okay? What you're gonna see between here and there are just gonna be fucking little fucking rockets, nothing to be excited about because you're too fucking broke to worry about those little rockets. Your main focus is the fucking boom, the big kaboom, the fucking nuclear fucking explosion of them all, the super cycle, the champion, the everything, the big one, because the big one is the one that is going to set you free. See? Now you got that now you got that in your head, and guess what? Now you're just chilling. You don't give a fuck. Now you're like, fuck it. Raccoon gifs, raccoon gifs, raccoon gifs. Everybody's fucking happy. Oh man. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And man, let's pull up this image because it's so fucking bullish, man. And then we'll carry on. Innovation. All right, check it out. Let's pull this up. Okay. First of all, I want you guys to see that fucking raccoon that got ran over. See, that's what happens when you cheat the floor of a great cryptocurrency. You become a meme, like the pizza guy, the guy that gave all those bitcoins for pizza. That's a fucking meme. That shit is funny. Okay. The guy that fucking lost his fucking computer, lost all his fucking Bitcoin. That's a fucking meme. Like, the dude fucked up. They all fucked up. Okay, the guy that sold at $1.26 Bitcoin, thinking he sold the top. And now the fucker's like barely alive. He says he's dead, but he's alive. See what I'm saying? This is what you need to focus on. You need to focus. Now, that's a great fucking target. Buy it until Bitcoin hits 100,000. See? That's a great fucking plan, bro. You followed your plan. That's what you need to focus on because look, what I have and you have and the other person have, we all have different financial situations, okay? Like, we all have different goals. Like, you have your goals, I have mine, okay? Totally different. So you have to go based on your necessities, what you have in your pocket, however much you have money, what weekly, monthly. That's what you need to focus on. You. Somebody cheats. Oh, well, fuck them. Somebody else cheats. Fuck them. Somebody cheats. Fuck them. The raccoon cheated 1 trillion tokens. Fuck them. Stupid ass. Cheating 1 trillion at the floor of a great crypto. You're an idiot. Fuck them. Right? All these people that do stupid shit, fuck them. You can't focus on that because look, when that happens, your sidetrack is you gotta be tunnel focused, laser focused, and then all of a sudden some shit happens. Oh, squirrel, fucking squirrel, fuck, and then you lose track of your focus. See what I'm saying? That fucking squirrel on the side is irrelevant. It does not fucking matter. Okay, you need to be investing in cryptos you believe in, you trust. You don't fucking have to sit there and watch them 24/7. You don't have to sit there and really think about them every fucking 5 minutes. Is the shit going to be dead after I go to sleep? That type of mentality needs to go. You need to focus on your mission, on your goal, on your fucking plan. See, I believe that Volt is going to do 50 billion market cap. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Because it's such a realistic goal. It's not even unrealistic. It's so realistic. It's like so fucking realistic. If Ethereum goes to 1 trillion, 50 billion is only 5%. I don't see why we can't do 5% of Ethereum. You get what I'm saying? So I already have my targets. I already have my goals. I already know how much fucking money I'm going to make on all my investments. I already know everything. I already know how much more I'm going to buy. I already know when I'm going to stop buying. I already know all these things because I have this shit written down. I have a plan. I have a schedule. Nothing faces me. Nothing. I have like an average of like 5-10% of my wallet for gambling. Okay. And if that wallet doesn't grow, then I stop. But my 90% focus on investing and accumulating is there. You get what I'm saying? Like I can afford to gamble 10%. Some of you guys can't even afford that. You can't even afford to gamble 10%. So your focus has to be 100% on your solid investment, right? It has to be there. And then when the time comes, when all this shit happens, the fireworks happen, all this shit happens, and you have your fucking money, you have Binance fucking doing 100 million in daily volume, you have Coinbase 100 million, Crypto.com, KuCoin, all these fuckers doing 100+ million in volume of Volt Inu. You can take your fucking millions where the fuck you want. It don't fucking matter. You can move them to whatever fucking exchange you want. You can take your fucking profits. You can go on your fucking merry life and go enjoy the fucking bear market away from fucking crypto. Take a break. Take a long fucking break. You won. You're a fucking champion. You did it. It's all about preparation. Oh, baby Jesus Raptor. I'm going to be a billionaire. Now that's a goal. That's a fucking goal right there. A billionaire. Whew. I don't quite need a billion. I'd be happy with 200-300 million, honestly. I wouldn't ever ask for more. But if I can get a billion, fuck yeah, I'd be down for that. Raccoon G, let me get a better position. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Man, I'm telling you guys. Fucking bullish on Volt. Oh shit, look who it is. Invite. Oh shit, let me invite this motherfucker. I invite him. See what the fuck he's got to say. He's probably going to come and tell us some technical analysis, some shit. Okay, but you know what? He's good at technical analysis. So whatever. Let's bring him in. Let's bring the man in. Check DM, sir. Check DM. I just want to eat some fucking mangoes all day, dude. I'm telling you, look, I need to get more boxes from Mexico because those fucking mangoes from Mexico are really fucking good, man. I don't know what it is. Like before you even peel them, you can literally smell the mango. You can smell it. The smell alone is fucking bullish. Okay, so think about this. When you all fuckers are rich, you guys can buy whatever the fuck you want. You can have some good quality Fiji water. I highly recommend it. Some good quality Fiji water. You can have some fucking fresh mangoes delivered to your house. You can have all kinds of shit, man. Like it was my daughter's 5th birthday, right? And my wife wanted to do something pretty badass for her. So we actually hire Cinderella, we hire fucking Snow White, we hire like 5 of these fucking princesses, right? And they came, we rented a place, they came and they hang out with her like the whole time. So she was all dressed up and she was hanging out with princesses. Like I pay these princesses to be princesses, right? And like we had food delivered to the party, we had all this stuff, right? And it was really, really fun, really, really cool because like you think about how much money something like that takes, you know, you put 5-10 grand on an event for like one day, right? And it doesn't bother you, it doesn't face you, and that's the life that you want to have. Now let's see what this POS, the most vaulted fucker I know, has to say on the Crow Show. Let's bring him in. Let's bring the man in. Let's bring him in. Let's see, where's he at? There we go.
God damn, how Mexican you gotta be to get on this show? What is going on, man?
Where the fuck you been, man?
Had no power for a little while. It's been a real event for the last bunch of days, man. Crazy shit. Then you sent me a message, and you know we talked about what we talked about. Then you sent me the message, and I swear to God, I thought when you sent it, you were like, "How about this morning?" And I thought you said, "How about tomorrow morning?" In my brain, I was like, "Yeah, that's perfect." So, yeah. Well, what's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great evening. The most vaulted believer on the goddamn planet is in the house, where we can say shit and we can say fuck. This is a great stream.
Hey, you know what? If they don't like them, fuck them. You know what I mean? That's it.
Hey, I heard Rocket Raccoon's here somewhere.
Oh, fuck.
What's that all about?
Well,
is there a raccoon here?
Oh man, think about this, please. Think about this. Look at that fucking raccoon right there. Look at that. So think about this. Holding 1 trillion Volt tokens. 1 trillion. Imagine selling 1 trillion tokens after you held for like 20 months and then sell it at the absolute bottom of Volt. It's the president.
Okay. I'm not going to say outright that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody do. Because if they were here at the beginning, I'm sure they made some kind of profit off of it, or at least broke even maybe, or something along those lines. So I'm not gonna shit on whoever it is that did that. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. And you know what? Here's the other thing. One of the things that you always say, like, you don't know what somebody's life is like. You don't know what they're going through, what the facade that they put up on Twitter, the facade that they put up in Telegram may not be who they really are. They might just be screwed, and they might have needed that money for something. So I try to stay in my lane and not pick on too many people, except those motherfuckers in Pepe 2 and those motherfuckers in X that are getting wrecked over there because they're being used as exit liquidity. Fuck those developers and those people who are pumping that shit up.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. The only reason why I even talk shit on the raccoon, I'm going to tell you why. Because, like, one thing is you sell because you need the money. You exit your position and you move on with your life, right? Okay, cool. You sold, whatever. You moved on, right? But he actually went out of his way to, like, DM people, tell them that he's about to dump. He was putting Twitter posts that he's about to sell. Like, he was, you know, telling all the people around him in his little area that he was selling. So, like, you know, he went out creating chaos, right? So gotcha. That's why I make fun of him. If it was anybody else, I wouldn't care. But that's why.
What I wore to work today. This is what I wore to work. It's what I wore to the gym today.
So you're all stinky as fuck. That's what you're telling me. How's the gym going for you?
So stopped eating carbs and stuff like that for you know, all but maybe 1 or 2 days a week, just to keep, you know, give yourself a reset. Just eating steak every day, working out super hard, and feeling really good, man. Finally getting a lot of cardio and hard work, man. But I'm on that downside, so I gotta get healthy. I got shit to do, right? I got events I got to go to. I got stuff I got to be like, when you're in the public eye and when people pay attention to uh, things or shit that you say and do, then you got to try to be at least presentable for them.
I love it. I love it, man. Now, let me ask you something, right? Like, well, Toshi's been doing all this live event thing where he's giving out stickers, bags, baskets, little flyers and shit to people, like real life events, right? I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck that
Shout out to Crypto Che for all that shit too, by
Right.
the way.
So you think about this stuff, right? I mean, they go to events literally every Saturday. There's
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of people. They're giving away free bags, right, with the Volt logo.
Yeah.
They're giving away flyers. They put up a canopy. They do all these things, right? And it's like all that shit costs money and time of people, right? So for that to even happen right now, when you have other developers that are just like, you know what, it's still bearish, I'm not doing shit. What's your opinion on that type of work ethic that the Volt team continues to do, man?
Uh, goddamn, I got a lot to say about that. This is a complicated market. This is a devastating market. There are a lot of projects that have one or two of the tools and utilities that we already have that they're trying to build or they're trying to make. That they're just not capable of doing it because there's just no volume. So the fact that during this entire bear market, Voltoshi was able to leverage Volt to create enough of a revenue stream to create a pool by which he can do all of these benevolent sort of things. That's going to mean an enormous amount to people in there's going to be, today was leg day. That's going to be an enormous bonus to people because what you're not seeing right now is retail. So if somebody sells 1 trillion Volt tokens and they're taking that trillion, whatever they got off of that, they're moving it somewhere else. They're not leaving it just in their pocket or something like that. Like they're just moving it from one place to another. If somebody comes into Volt, it's not because they're a new person coming into Volt. It's because they're moving money from one project to another project. And that's because our market, which is, consider Memecoins, the space that we're in, even though, there's a lot of people who are going to say, well, Volt is not a meme anymore. It'll be a meme until it's not a meme. But in this space, there's about $20 billion in market cap. 15 of that billion goes into either Doge or SHIB at any given time, which means that we're all thousands upon thousands of different tokens just sharing $5 billion. It's just moving from one place to the other. So today, these things don't really matter a huge amount because new money's not coming in. But guess what? In what I want to say 100 days, 120 days, we're going to be at the end of the year. January 1st is going to be like a switch that just flips on, and cryptocurrency is going to change the dynamic. And it won't be overnight, but you'll start to see the growth. And look, if I pulled out some charts and stuff like that, I could show you how January 1st of this year it flipped, how January 1st of the year before it flipped. It just got different because at the beginning of that year, everybody sold off for their taxes, all that kind of stuff. And then new money starts to come in. Well, this time coming around, the market's going to be in better shape. The halving is going to be very, very close. All of the things that you need in order to push this market to the next level, BlackRock, Fidelity, Invesco, Arc Capital, all of these companies are going to have Bitcoin spot ETFs. There's even an Ethereum spot ETF or futures ETF that's sitting out there. All of these things are going to start happening, and it's going to be dominoes falling one after the other. And then all that retail money that's not here is going to start coming in. So all of these Volcker shows, again, shout out to Crypto Che for pulling all this kind of stuff off, man. He's like goated at this point. But doing these things, guess what? All those people are like, cryptocurrency. Yeah, I keep hearing about that on CNN or Fox News or wherever it is that I watch. I'm hearing more and more about that. I should get in. What should I get into? and it's the Volt logo everywhere. So
Everywhere.
that's the one that you're going to get into. That's how it worked for SHIB. That's how it worked for Doge. It started with this grassroots sort of groundswell, and then it became something more. And Volt's going to end up doing the same thing.
Man, you couldn't have said it any better. You couldn't have said it any better. You're so dead on. It's like a lot of people want results when there's no money coming in the market.
Right.
How you gonna get like think about this, man. I don't give a shit if you're at the store. If your ass has got no fucking money, you ain't getting shit at the store. Right?
Well, and I'll tell you how that happens. I mean, like here's the thing. If you want the money, you got to get it from Pepe. You got to present a proposal to somebody in Pepe who made money, because you have to. There's got to be a fundamental understanding that most people have, that most people, 75% of everybody who invested in Pepe got their ass handed to them. 24% made okay money. 1% changed their life, but only 1%.
Yeah.
So that thing made a couple of millionaires. End of story. End of story. There's no opportunity for more from Pepe, no matter how it ran any of that, right? So a lot of people there were wrecked. And here's the thing. You watched it happen. And I don't know if you were paying attention. And I mean this to everybody. I don't know if everybody was paying attention, but money was coming out of Volt going into Pepe. Then people were getting liquidated in Pepe because they're getting wrecked and they're getting taken out of position, and they're losing money on Pepe because they're buying the top because they wanted to get in on the FOMO and they saw the opportunity. And guess what? They got wrecked. Well, here's the thing. Venture capital companies like Market Ventures, who they made somewhere in the neighborhood of $450 million in this last meme coin run. And they were just one of them that was public. But these companies, they made hundreds of millions of dollars. And that was money that used to sit in Volt. That was money that used to sit in like Kishu, that used to sit in SHIB, that used to sit in all these other different meme area, Uniswap, DEX tools type tokens. It was all sitting there, and they sucked it dry. That's what meme coin season means to most people. That's really what it means, is that you start following the green candle and you get wrecked on that green candle, and then you lose the money that you had in a solid project because you couldn't just chill the fuck out and wait a little bit longer for something to play out in your favor. And that's what happened. And that money is not coming back. If it comes back, by the way, to the broader market, it's going into Bitcoin, because that's the reason that they pulled look, they pulled this scam with Bob. They pulled this scam with Lambo, with Turbo, with Capo, fucking Mong, with RFD. They pulled this shit with every single token. And listen, and I don't mean to imply, because, RFD was something that Your Pop was big into. I don't mean Your Pop was part of any venture capital, right? What they do is they find you as a clever foil, and they say, hey, man, I got this project. I'm going to pump it. The venture capitals see it start to move. They throw a little seed money into it early to see what happens. And when one of them starts to quote unquote blossom a little bit, they start throwing a little bit more into it, because let's say I throw in $1,000 and you're like, oh, we pumping, dog. And then Pablo throws in $1,000. Oh, we pumping more, dog. And then Nick and Crypto Stevo and then Quadro, everybody starts throwing in a little bit more money. And then they throw in 10,000 more, and people are like, oh shit, I better put in a little bit more. Then I put 500 more in. And then everybody starts putting more in, and then more people see it happening. And then those venture capital companies who got in down here, who only put in, 1,000, 5,000, and then 10,000, they put in $15,000, $16,000. Suddenly that's $600,000, and they're cashing out most of it. And then they're just sitting on the rest of it, because that dip is coming back down to your 78.6 fib retracement level, or your 61.8 fib retracement level, or your 50 fib retracement level. And then it's going to start to move again, because now it's got steam. So that bag becomes more and more. And guess what? They're just going to steal more money from you as it goes up and up and up and up. And those of us that got in early, we'll make a little bit off of it, because we're going to play it the way that it should be. But, there's not many people get rich off of these tokens. They just don't. Think about, here's all you have to do. Just use your brain for just 1 second in your mathematical everything. Think about how many millionaires SHIB made, and you can find the estimates online, right? It's not a lot, but there were millionaires made, right? Think about how many millionaires were made, but think about how much money SHIB was worth at one point. The money doesn't add up. It doesn't all add up because it's not all, there's not a lot of millionaires that get made. There's a lot of life-changing money. Like, for example, Pablo may or may not be a millionaire. Bullshit, Pablo's a millionaire. But the point is, he may or may not be. You don't know. And you don't know about a lot of different people, like whether they are. But you know what? You don't have to be a millionaire in a bear market. You just have to be comfortable in a bear market to ride it out, because guess what's going to happen? If Pablo started with 10 grand and he turned it into 900 grand and he's capable of living off of that 900 grand for that period of time, and now instead of 10 grand for the next market, he's got wisdom and 300,000 or 400,000 to throw at something, Pablo is going to be the wealthiest person in his city in that much time. That's the way that this thing works. Like, you just have to be able to have patience. You just have to be able to have understanding and recognize that this market is brutal and anything can happen, but you have to be, you have to take that deep breath and you have to invest. You have to believe in something, and you have to understand that it's Volt. Spoiler alert. It's going to be Volt. Volt's going to give you an incredible opportunity. I'm not going to say that Pablo, like, we did this, by the way, Pablo, if you remember, we did this with Jazz. We did this with some other people. I want to say like a year ago. And we were saying that by August or September of last year, that Volt would be at 50 billion. I think Jazz said like 15 billion. DJ fucking quit. I don't even know, like, God damn it, I can't remember. What was his name?
Raccoon.
No, not that guy. Not the legend guy.
What other DJ?
God damn it, the one that was in Saitama early.
Fuck, all the Saitama people.
CJ.
Oh.
CJ. Anyway, he quit. I mean, whoever the fuck he was, he quit. But like, we all had these wild ass predictions, hoping that this market would be different than it was.
Yeah.
But guess what? None of the predictions have changed. They just got delayed by a year or two as we wait for this bull market to really start to take hold. Jazz moved. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, Jazz moved to Tampa. Now he lives in Orlando. Jazz just moves around Florida and just like steals alligators from people's backyards or something. I have no idea what he does anymore. But he'll be back.
He's taking a break, huh?
Yeah, a lot of people are. I mean, a lot of people are, because YouTube pays the bills, but it doesn't pay all the bills. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta keep that hustle going.
Yeah, you gotta do it. No, but you're right on, man. You're right on with everything. It's like, at the end of the day, look, you have to have that long-term vision. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You can't be chasing. Like you just said, look at all the people that left Volt. We saw so many people leave Volt for Pepe, and then we saw a lot more people leave Volt for Pepe 2.0. A lot of people left Volt for X. And I mean, they got wrecked on every single one of them.
Look, I did my best. I told everybody that you were going to get wrecked on Pepe 2. I told you why you were going to get wrecked on Pepe 2. I told you the levels of Pepe 2 that you were going to get wrecked on. I told everybody. I did the same thing with X. People didn't believe me. And now they're just sitting there with a smaller bag, living on hopium, hoping that maybe one day it's going to reverse. And here's the thing. They got people over there telling you, don't worry about it, man. This is the next Voltoshi. This dev is based, bruh. Or stupid shit like that, right? They have no plan. They have no chance. They have no shot. The only thing they have is the Ponzi scheme to keep your ass in there by saying, just hold on, bro. Have a little faith. It's going to happen, bro. New listings coming soon, bro.
Well, look, man, I'm still in the Pepe chat and the Telegram. I go in there like once a month, and literally, you can literally go back on the pinned messages by the team, and you can literally see 3 pinned messages in a 30-day period, and they literally just talk about don't get scammed. Those are the pinned messages. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this. I know you're not gonna like it because I know you don't like the frogs. You like the dogs, but Pepe's gonna make it. Pepe is one of those that just like it defies logic, it defies reason, and it created its own subculture just so quickly. So, you're going to end up having Pepe here long term. And there'll be derivatives like Pepe 2 and baby Pepe and shit like that. They'll pop up all the time. But Pepe is one that probably will survive, and they don't have to do anything. It's just like SHIB. We how much utility does SHIB really have at this point? Like, I don't think there's anything really. Shibarium, once it's launched, you have a radio station, and you can make arguments that there's things to burn, but it doesn't really have much function at this point.
No.
But it will. But it's 2020 to 2023 to create utilities and functions here. That's a long time for that's a very little for 3 years, but it was the community that built SHIB. And it was the same thing with Doge. Doge has no fucking function at this point. It's just the community. And Pepe is going to be the same thing. They're just going to hover around, and they're going to have that, like if you're in Pepe right now and you lost your ass in Pepe and you have no way out, I wouldn't even recommend that you take a loss at this point, but you could. But what I would say is sign up for my account on MEXC, go long on Pepe, make sure you use a small amount of leverage, put a few bucks into it, and just see what happens in a year or two, and just go long, let it happen, let it play out. Maybe it makes some money. If you make some money off of it, bring it back to Volt. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Play it the right way. Put your money in where you know it's going to grow.
I like your theory, please, but you know what I would do? I would take a loss and I would put it somewhere else. Think about this.
I don't like telling people to take a loss unless they listen to me. Like I explained how you take responsible losses on my live streams every once in a while, so that people understand. Like it's not like, look, once you've invested your money, that money's gone, right? You have to consider, you put $1,000 into something. It doesn't matter what the price is. That $1,000 is gone. How much you have with the price currently, that's what you have. It's not going to pump back up to that price if it's coming down. So you have to find the right place to get at. And if you've lost so much, then, there is a spot where there will be relief rallies every once in a while. If you time it right, if you're down to $200 on your $1,000, if you can get it back up to $300, yeah, it's time to get out. Like do that. But if you have the capital on the sidelines that you don't need to move that money, Pepe is one that you can just leave it in. It will pump at some point.
I'm going to tell you why, because look, there was a lot of people that were coming in from Shibnobi, right? A lot of people.
Oh, Shibnobi was a scam to begin with.
That was destroyed, right? They were down 50, 80%. I was like, look, take whatever fucking loss you got. You got fucked, okay? It's done. Just take what you can and reinvest it in Volt. A year later, they made a bunch of money, right? And it was like, sometimes it's like, it sucks to take a loss. I know, because I've taken many losses and it sucks. You're all pissed off. You're like, fuck that token, stupid ass influencer, fuck your pop. You start saying all these things, right? Fuck you, Pepe Inu. You know what I'm saying? You start going crazy, right? But at the end of the day, you're responsible for the buy and the sell. As an investor, you always are. You're always responsible. It's your job to always make sure you want to buy it before you buy it. Okay, I taken a loss. I move that money into another project, and boom, that project continues to move, and might get my money back. See what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like you have to look at your investment as like, okay, does this project even have a potential of coming back? Like, what's the potential, and how much could it possibly come back? If you're sitting, for example, in Pepe, for it to go to all-time high, that's a 3x, right? You're not 3x on your investment. Okay, so if you're sitting on $300, the 3x is 900. It's like, okay, that's, see what I'm saying? And you look at projects like like you look at projects like Volt sitting at 15 million, that it could go to fucking $1 billion. Then you look at the X's there, and you're like, you know what the fuck am I doing? I need to just take my loss, take my shit, and put it where the developer's actually showing up. Fuckers falling asleep on a Twitter space. He's actually doing something. See what I mean?
Yes. And while I'm gonna say that I agree with you, I'm gonna also preface it with, if I do that, then I'm just telling people to leave a different project, come into Volt, and then take the liquidity out of Volt when they make their profit back. And then they're just going to end up selling anyway. So like that's why I don't look at it exactly the same way, because I know how people are. They're only committed until it starts pumping. We all have our spot. You know, at some point, if your Volt bag becomes $100 million, you're taking some money out, because your life will never be the same, and you would regret that forever. You know what I mean? There is a pressure point where you just take your money. You got to take something, right? So those people, if you're wrecked 50 or 80%, and in the bear market, by the way, that was probably the right move. But we're getting out of this bear market right now. We're at the point right now that whatever you fucked up, just leave it. Just let it ride. When you get paid on Friday, buy yourself a little bit of Volt. And matter of fact, by the way, I should point this out. The sweet spot for most cryptos right now is between 5 and 15 million. So if you're between 5 and 15 million, you're an attractive investment to outside people looking in. So everybody wants that low cap, right? They want a low cap that does something. Oh man, rest in peace, Rich Piana. I just saw that picture of him. A little bit further up, the muscle guy.
Oh, this is the guy?
Yeah, Rich Piana. That was Rich Piana. He died a couple years ago.
How did he die though? How did he die? Heart attack?
Steroids. He really didn't treat his body very well. So, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, and don't fuck with the rabbit. Like, guys, look, god damn it. Let me grab my soapbox here.
You know what's really bullshit? I just saw Kaspa fucking partner up with the rabbit, bro. Kaspa. They're sitting at $1 billion market cap.
So, guys, I listen. I can't stress this enough. Coin Rabbit, their entire scheme is the same thing as a payday loan, right? And I don't want to be disrespectful to them, because they are a viable business enterprise, and some people do have a need for them, but they're in a gambling space trying to hook gamblers. And I hope that we can all look ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what? A lot of times we're just gambling on the next meme coin or the next on the next investment, right? So we're in a space where people are just trying to throw money, and all we're trying to do is continue to throw money at stuff. And what they're doing is they're saying, yeah, we got your back. We're going to let you throw more money at all these different things. They are going to screw you over in a bear market in the end. Coin Rabbit is a cancer right now. Now, by the way, when I say that, they will be a boon in a bull market, right? When they're in a bull market and you can park your money on the side and you can still earn and you can still gain and you can use liquid staking or something like that, then they're a master play for somebody who's looking to hedge themselves and try to get ahead. But right now they are going to suck you dry. I mean, look at the chart. You don't have to look any further than the chart just to make those payments and just to figure it out. It is suffocating. So, guys, stay away right now from CoinRabbit unless you know really what you're doing. I did this a couple months ago with CoinRabbit. Now, I'm lucky because I was just doing it to try it out, and I didn't do too much. Because, look, by the way, guys, just so you know, I don't throw $100,000 at something. I throw $1,000 on something and just see what happens, right? So I borrowed $3,000, but guys, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. The pressure to meet those obligations, to meet those payments, at some point, when your crypto's going down, you're just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like you just don't put yourself in that position. If you've made a decision that Volt is your place to be, if you've made a decision that Volt is your home, that Volt is what's going to take you to the next level of your life, don't shit in your front yard.
That's literally
don't shit in your bed.
Like
don't shit on your couch. Right.
The whole point of the rabbit was for people to take small loans.
Right.
For whatever emergency they had.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't for them to move their whole entire portfolio to Coin Rabbit. You know what I mean? That was just a terrible move, and there was a lot of people that did it. Like Coin Rabbit got trillions of tokens. from these
Yep.
guys. And it was like, dude, that was not the point. The point was for an emergency, some kind of quick move, something. But they started to use it as leverage, trying to either duplicate their bag or take
Right.
their vault money and buy something else. And they just used it completely wrong. Like you fucked up the payday loan. That's what it was. You fucked up the payday loan.
Exactly.
And then the fuckers came back and repo your car. You know what I mean? That's what
That
happened.
is exactly what happened. I think they still hold a big bag too. So,
Yeah.
guys, make your payments.
Yeah. I think,
And by the way, you should be number one angry at everybody who over leverages their position, because their house is your house when we're all on the same team. So you should consider that, but you should also be forgiving and understand that not everybody understands the consequences, because they do believe that, like, for example, what if my goal in borrowing, what if my goal was so that I can just make a few bucks so that I can buy more Volt? How does that make me the bad guy? So you really have to kind of look at it in the context of, what that person, who that
well,
person is, what that person is all about, and have they been with you forever? You know what I
yeah.
mean? Or they just a Johnny come lately that screwed you over? You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of consideration that you have to make
Yeah.
in that, but you should be angry with everybody, and you should in your family be able to say to your family member, I am angry with you because we're supposed to be on the same team. I trusted you in this. Like you gotta be more responsible because we're in this together.
Whatever the reason was to do what the moves that they did, it was like they just didn't think Volt would dip like it did, right? That
Right.
was number one. They didn't believe it because we consolidated at 50-60 million for a very long time.
They
You
weren't
know what I
watching
mean?
my show then.
Yep. They probably weren't. They probably weren't. But all it takes is like one person to start a ripple effect, right?
Right.
And we had the Volta Dragon fucking scam that started the ripple effect, right? And then from there it rolled down to another guy, another big whale that decided they got scared and started cheating out. And then the
Yep.
fucking raccoon started cheating out. And you had all these guys that had like billions and billions of tokens. Some of them had trillions. They got out almost at the same amount of time or went through all that bullshit. And then when that happened, all the people got liquidated from CoinRabbit, and then they came in with a bunch of fucking money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it was just a fucking ripple effect of just shitty event after shitty event after shitty event. Had nothing to do with Voltoshi, had nothing to do with me or some of us that were just like stuck in the crossfire, but we're like, well, fuck, it happened. What do you want to do? You don't quit because you just have a bad day. You wake up and you go to fucking work the next day, regardless. And here we are.
Everybody becomes a clever foil for somebody else. So there's going to be people who are going to blame you for everything. There's going to be people who blame me for everything. There's going to be people who blame Voltoshi for everything. There's going to be people who blame Ozzy for everything, who blame Power for everything, who blame Shay for everything. Like Pepsi Aaron, he's going to get blamed for something. Crypto Hound's going to get blamed for something. You know what I mean? Like there's always going to be somebody. Cassidy's going to get blamed for something. There's always going to be blame to go around. There's always going to be somebody pointing a finger, but that doesn't really matter. The point is this: do we stand together as a family? Are we the Volt Army, or are we not the Volt Army? If we're the Volt Army, then when you're in this war called crypto, are you looking at your guy next to you, whether you know him or not? That guy is your brother. Pick his ass up, and let's get back into the battle. Like when your engagement starts to go down, when people are not paying attention to the videos. And I mean, look, guys, it's very simple here. When this video ends, the best thing that you can do is, or when I do a video, or when Pablo does a video, or when anybody does a Volt video, the best thing that all of you could do is make sure that you take just a moment to hit the like button, watch the content all the way through, and then leave a comment. Because if you, Pepsi Aaron, are out here, because I know you engage with my content all the time. If you make sure you hit that like button and that comment button every time, then guess what? That's 2 pieces of engagement that each video gets. Then when you see a tweet on Twitter and you retweet it, you have to at least retweet it. You don't have to leave you don't have to quote it, but hit the like button on it and then hit a retweet on it so that people start to see it, because you never know who's going to be watching, and you never know when that next person is going to find it, and you never know when the captain's
hell?
going to show up
Look
with
at this
his
piece of
bullshit.
shit.
You never know when the captain's going to see it, and the captain's going to show up in the in your YouTube live stream. You know what I mean? Like, you share it with people, you get it out there, and you let
What
that
the hell?
content breathe. And guess what? Other people will start to look at it. Other people will start to come in. You'll have new investors. You'll have fresh blood, and then you have more soldiers in that army. It's just the way that it works. Like it or not, that is how it has to work. And people, by the way, I should point this out: the people in Telegram, whoever the mods are, should probably continue to do what they're doing, but upgrade and just make sure that people know, like, engage with all content that's Volt related, because the more it gets sent, the more people will see, and the more people will find Voltoshi, and the more people will be saved. Hallelujah.
That's what it is. Look, man. All I can tell you, look, man. Whatever Adam does, there's only one Adam I always remember. Is the Adam that was pushing shit, that was pushing bone in the bull run. That's all I remember. You know what I mean? And that fire that Adam had back then is what got me to invest in bone and ship like I did. You know what I mean? And, you know, I will forever look at Adam that way. And it's like, that's how you got to look at Voltoshi. You got to like what has Voltoshi done for you as an investor? What have you learned in Volt? Thanks to the Volt leaders that have taught you so many things about leveraging, security, all these things, right? You look at all that. Are you frozen, bleeps? Or am I frozen?
No, I'm actually I might be frozen, but I'm staring. I just alt tabbed over because you said something about the bone chart, and I'm like, God damn, that bone chart is
Yeah.
mooning right
Yeah.
now.
Look.
I set a long at $1.55 and it went to $1.56, and God damn it, I just missed out, because then it's up at this $1.65 now. So I was
You
like,
missed
ooh, I
about
wonder
one
if I
penny.
got.
One penny. That happened to me one time with the freaking Ethereum chart and the last massive dip. So I had my shit set for 1630 and it hit like 1631. I was so pissed. And then it went to $2,000. I was like, oh man. But you know, it happens to the best of us. And it's like at the end of the day, guys, you have to invest where you believe. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Mhm.
You're too broke to be chasing. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you're all too broke to chase. Okay. If you have to sell your one crypto that you love and you believe in to buy the other one, then you're too broke to be chasing. Okay.
Correct.
Now you have all this money in Volt and you fucking still have 100 each sitting in a wallet and you want to buy some other shit. Hey, do you? But most of you guys are not there. So taking money from a good place to put it in another place that you have no idea how it's going to be, that's how you get wrecked. That's how a lot of people got wrecked the last 90 days. Like, we've seen so many people get wrecked. You know how many people jump into Raptor Bible? How many people jump into, you know, all these 2.0, all these 1.5s, all these 3.0s? You know how many people jump into all these other tokens thinking that they were getting a second chance? Well, you were getting a second chance to get wrecked. That's what it was. You know what I mean? And it's like you give up quality for hope.
Yeah.
And that's where you really lose in crypto, when you give up quality for hope.
Well, it's like I said, those people, if they're still vaulted, if they're still here, then they are still our brothers in arms in the Volt army. And if they fall down, we got to pick their asses up and we got to soldier on, because when we start to fall and we go by the wayside, and when these people fall down, if we don't pick them up, nobody's going to pick them up, and they're not going to pick us up when we need it. And at some point, we're going to need it. So an army sticks together or it doesn't stick together. But if it sticks together, then we got to be there for everybody, no matter what. And if that's the case, then we're all stronger together.
That's it. Hey, and yeah, we need to get more of that captain spreadsheets, man. I remember those. We want those back, Adam. We want those back. Look, man, we're really close, Bleeps. We're really close to the big event.
Yep.
We're really close, man. We've been here for 20 fucking months, struggling. We fucking fought over so many things, over contract sales, over our wallets, over all these utilities. We went through a lot of shit to get where we are today. Like, we're on the last quarter of the mile, the last quarter before the big event. All we have to do is, if you let Volt, this is your opportunity to come back. Come back. Come home. You know what I mean? Now, we might give you some shit. We make fun of you here and there. But you know what? That's what family does. That's what brothers do. That's what, if your buddy fucks up, you dumbass. But it's okay. Let me pick you up. You know what I mean? And that's what the Volt Army is. We are that friend. You know what? You wreck your fucking bike. We make fun of you, and then we pick you up. Okay? So treat the Volt Army like family, like friends. Come home. And let's run this bitch together, because outside money's coming in. And we've done so much fucking work to be out in the outside for them to know we're here. And when the market picks up, when Bitcoin's bullish, when everybody's bullish, they're going to think of Volt. And you're going to miss out. And you're going to be like, you wasted all this time on DeFi, all through the bear market for what? To miss out on the one opportunity you should have ran with? Telling you, Bleeps.
Yep. All it is. Look, all it is make that decision, stick with that decision, and remember, this market has been suffocating. It's been brutal, but it's been suffocating and it's been brutal to everybody, right? Even those of us who made money. And look, I do futures trading and stuff now, and it's a different level. It's a different world. And there's a lot of money being made and lost every day. If I showed you my MEXC totals, and by the way, I do what I do is I have an MEXC account, and I have people sign up. If you go to one of my videos, you can sign up at the link, right? I got people trading millions of dollars every day. That's how much money there is in these futures. Yeah. That it is absolutely ridiculous, the numbers that I see coming out every single day. And by the way, like with MEXC, your cut is so small. Like I barely see any money off of it, but I see how much people are making. And look, guys, there is tons and tons and tons of opportunity in cryptocurrency. Leverage trading, futures trading, stuff like that. Guess what? That's going to start to decline right now. That's at like an all-time high. And that's because the cutthroat people, the market makers and the market breakers, they're the ones that control the market right now. But they're not going to control it for much longer. One of the things that you learn when you start looking at leverage trading is how much they affect the overall market conditions. And they can run it up and they can bury it in a heartbeat, right? They are, there's a toxicity to it, right? There's also a lot of hopium and stuff like that in it. But the retail investor that buys right here and waits for it to go up, all of those people that have been getting wrecked all this time, like they're all coming back. And when they come back and that leverage trading starts to come down as a percentage of the market share, then guess what? All is going to be right with crypto again. Volt is going to be mooning before you know it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You had today on the Crow Show, Mr. Bleeps said, don't be a dumbass and get you some Volt. That's all I got out of all that. Am I right?
Keep it sweet. Don't be a Jeet.
All right, Bleeps. Well, thanks for coming, brother. We'll have to do it again another occasion. I love the background, by the way. It looks like you work at fucking, like, I don't even know. Is that Apple Store? Like, where the fuck are you, man?
Yeah, that's an Apple Store.
Yeah. Yep. All right, and we're
Remember
out.
The name. It's blurred out.
And make sure you subscribe to Bleeps. I know he's a little funky on the edges, a little, whatever, but he's a good content creator. I love his channel. I used to watch him before I even started having my own channel. You know what I mean? So, like, I still remember you from fucking all those memes in the bull run. You know what I mean? All of them.
Yep.
All of them. You were like the meme coin talker in the bull run. Like,
dude, I made that Adam spreadsheet one time.
Yep.
And started showing people, like, if you just did it right here and right here and right here and right here. And then like 30 days later, I went back and I was so mad because look, I didn't invest in all of those and Volt wasn't even around at the time.
Yeah.
but I did not follow my own advice and put like $1,000 into each one of those. If I had, it would have been, I think it was 8 different tokens. So it would have been $8,000, and it would have been $489,000 in a month.
I'll tell you what, I bought a few of those, and Keanu was one of them. You know what I mean? And that was one of those that went fucking crazy and made a lot of money. And there was a lot of them. And and that's what I'm telling people right now. Like right now, the focus should be accumulating good projects and make your money, and then that money's gonna roll back down to these meme coins. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't do it backwards right now. You're gonna get wrecked. You gotta focus on accumulation. So later on, you can fucking watch fucking Bleep's channel, and you got 10 fucking meme coins. We're all putting $1,000 on all the fucking shit he's talking about, and we're all gonna make another $500,000 on this shit. It's gonna happen.
Yep. Only this time we'll be talking about altcoins. We won't be talking about meme coins.
Oh, it's altcoins, guys. It's all
it'll be altcoins now.
Upgrade. It's all right. I'm kind of getting tired of meme coins, anyways. Time for a break.
I just bought 500 Cardano again today, so I am loading up on Cardano right now.
Are you? All right. You're gonna have to tell us why. Why? What do you know? I have a big bag of Cardano, just so you know.
Cardano is going to have a big breakout, and like you got to consider this. Cardano, I think at its high was trading at about 278. I want to say.
Yep.
It's trading at 28 cents right now.
Mm-hmm.
When this market starts to turn, and it will turn, one of the projects that used to be real slow to take off, like there's a lot of ADA gang that back in the old days, you were just waiting for it to do something, and it was just flatline while the rest of the market was pumping, and it was very frustrating. Well, it's not going to be like that this next run. This next run, they actually have utility. They have a functioning blockchain. They actually have something that works, and they're constantly building. Cardano is going to melt some faces in this next bull run. This is actually the time where all of the building in the bear market is going to pay off. Because remember, Cardano didn't even work 2 years ago in the bull run. Now it works.
Here's your chance. I bought it at 22 cents. I ape in 100K at 22 cents. So
nice.
I can't wait to see what it turns into. I believe
that's going to be an easy million, probably 2.5.
Yep, I believe so too, man. But all right, boys, you heard it from Bleeps. Get you some Volt. Keep an eye on Cardano. Stop buying the 2.0s, the 3.0s, the 5.0s. No more copycats. Focus on your quality cryptos because you're about to miss the fucking bull run. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, Bleeps. Peace.